Hello, Jennifer Eason. Thank you for watching. Now, I know you have a lot on your plate, and I hate to bring weird news your way, but I felt that someone had to ring the alarm on something here, okay? As we are contending for our nation and the sovereignty of our states, there has been an enemy hiding on some feet. I'll admit, having a lot on my own plate, being down so many rabbit holes, this one almost escaped my glare. For this one is most insidious in terms of depopulation agenda. Let me tell you how. As we are witnessing many businesses dying on the vine, we look at malls in many of our towns and so much empty real estate, commercial real estate that is. I was just going by a Toys R Us that has been abandoned, long closed down. Just sitting there, no hopes of anybody wanting a space like that. You know what I'm saying? Big toy store. You just think of the whole, I could get into so much about overconsumption, right? But that's not the point I want to bring up. And by the way, I didn't know they had Croc stores at the malls. I tell you, the mall, that is one place I've always had a disdain for. I've never been one for shopping, and I've enjoyed fashion on and off and modeled and went to Europe and all that so-called glamorous stuff. I've enjoyed looking through fashion magazines, and I know a little bit about fashion. But I didn't know that Crocs had elevated. You talk about Ascension. When did this happen, everyone? Because I remember a day when you wouldn't be caught in Crocs. You were roasted and trolled. That has all changed. Crocs are now seen on the catwalks of the world. Fashion houses as big as Balenciaga are creating high fashion Crocs. Yes, I said it. I said it. Did you know it? Because I did not know it. But I'm going to tell you how I see this as a plan of depopulation. I know I can be a character, at times. I know. And I can play around with hyperbole and irony. But no, I see a very, very nefarious agenda afoot. I also see so much racism. The levels of racism right now, and I don't play the race card, but excuse me, can I order a BLM and a side of NAACP, throw in a little bit of Messy Jackson and Reverend Al Sharpton? Where are y'all? Y'all better get on to this. I know you could shake a lot of money out of Crocs for this one. Woo! I know they like to say only black people like fried chicken, but I might say we need to reconsider that. But yes, that is what you're looking at. If you are wondering if you fell into a weird portal, yeah, you have. The Crocs portal. And these are fried chicken Crocs. Can't believe I just said that. The levels of disrespect, it's unbelievable. So you have Nipsey, Cardi B, and WAP. This just makes me think of teach a man to fish kind of proverbs, or just me trying to start a fire the other day. You know, do we have skills? Real skills. Could we catch fish and start a fire and cook it if, you know, circumstances called for? I've never had a problem with masculinity, and I lived in New York City, and I witnessed, working at a very liberal college, I witnessed how masculinity was something that was so feared. It was so demonized, you know, all the time. I'm walking down the hallways and the billboards and all of the stuff that they would obsess over. Just such an attack on masculinity. I digress. Yes, but back to the point that I want to make here with this Crocs agenda. It is so dystopic, right? I mean, look at this. You'll see the Crocs aesthetic on the cute Instagram influencers, you know, the gals that like the pumpkin lattes. Look at the cute little doggy. This'll give you a little nostalgia, right? I don't know, you could think of a little Kid and Play or Laverne and Shirley. This makes me very uncomfortable because Peeps made me uncomfortable. So Peeps and Crocs, I now see why we have a mental health crisis. This one is actually billed as a fanny pack for your Crocs. So the intersectionality here is off the charts. And this one has to be the new conspiracy theory when it comes to cosmology, because this is taking flat Earth and globe Earth and just dropping it all into the sewer. And who could still be a slave to fashion? I can't imagine. Fashion at this point is so ghoulish, to take the phrase from Paul Romano. I mean, it is ghoul levels that are so high. Can you just imagine being around this person and the whole Balenciaga? I'm just imagining, this can't cost too much, huh? Oh, only $625, Nordstrom? What a deal. We have arrived at the day when the show Friends is now being looked at in retrospective nostalgia. Yeah, nostalgia. Did you like that show? Let me know. Were you a Friends fan? I guess the strappy, sexy sandal high heel is over. That era? I don't know, guys, if she comes into the nightclub with these numbers on. Oh, what am I saying? Of course, you guys don't have a problem with that. Only people like Kevin Samuels might rate that very low. Are crazy cat ladies still really a thing that they talk about anymore? I'm just wondering, because it just seems like things have been very progressive. When I had my little doggo, I dressed her up one time, and I don't know, I could just tell from her eyes, she looked embarrassed. Have you ever noticed that dogs actually can look embarrassed? And look just in time for quiet, peaceful summer of love protesting Roe v. Wade. I'm sure Portland and Seattle, this will be the uniform for the Summer of Love 2022. Just asking for a friend. This is yet another thing that I refuse to accept. I'm sorry, fashion industry. I'm not buying this high fashion catwalk couture right here. Crocs. This feels like somebody is punking me, so I just can't accept that this is real. And this is what we're dealing with, you know. We're having a war with reality, and some people in their delusion, they want us to be just as delusional. And we refuse, right? Just like no one will be able to blackmail me with a picture of, say, me with a jerry curl, you will not find anything to prove or show that I ever had a jerry curl. And this is another thing that you will never, ever be able to say I did, even in my nursing days. I never wore a Croc. Never. I did a dance go. Yes, you can find me in some leopard print dance goes if you go through my Facebook feed, but not this one here. I avoided another trap. I don't know, ladies. Even the most adorable of the Instagram influencers, I don't know. I say the jury is really out. One thing that I will say, and I stated it in the beginning, this is clearly a depopulation agenda, because these Crocs, no matter however you twist your hips and dip yourself in a pitcher, listen, these things are a man repeller. And no one's getting laid, therefore you don't have to worry about all of this protesting. If you're in these things, don't worry. No one's getting laid.